I'm Caleb.
Hey, Caleb.
Hey.
Hi,
Caleb's an alcoholic. And I just can't get off it. No. So anyway, I was just wondering, out of everybody on the show, who had the worst makeup besides you, of course? But because we know yours was the worst.
You mean the most difficult?
Yeah.
Caleb.
Excuse me. Yes. Most difficult.
I think the creature shop people, you know, some of those guys could hardly breathe. They had no, some of them couldn't even see, you know, when they played the Scarons and yeah. They had the most difficult because it used to get very, very hot inside. A lot of the mechanics was hot, you know, mechanical motors. Yes, thank you very much. All the motors that operated eyeballs and various, you know, talons and things. And it got very, very hot, and there was no air conditioning, very little, in where we were shooting. So, and some of those guys were doing it blind, they couldn't see.
Prosthetics are just nasty all in all, don't you think?
Yeah.
Do you ever have to wear stuff over your face?
Only the
Oh, it's turning into a bitch session.
No, well, the prosthetics, like it's really, when I dressed up as Naranti, that was really intense because it's like your throat's all surrounded, and as the day goes on it feels kind of like a congestion. You've got plastic up your nose and you can't hear as well because you think you get really disorientated if you go like this and everyone's kind of in echo land kind of thing, and then she had that eyeball that would be, every now and then would be like you'd hear the and you're like,
did it get hot? Did the motor inside get hot?
No, but just really scared. Like it took me a while to figure out that it was the eye opening. It sounded like weird, like morph when you couldn't move your ears, and then you're trying to eat it like with I think ants. I've got a real appreciation and my respect for ants. What little I have. Anthony really just was like, oh my God, this is what you go through every day.
He was buried in the thick foam.
And he passed out a couple of times.
Yes, yeah. Many times. Yeah.
That's what a vodka will do to you at lunch.
Yeah.
Newsflash. We have a newsflash.
Your meditation workshop, if it hasn't changed, is L405 and 406 in the Marriott.
Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Holly. Hi.
Hey, Holly.
Virginia, when you were saying before that, you know, you were throwing yourself around the set when the ship was under fire and things.
My bosoms would.
And there were earthquakes. Is there a trick to that? I've always wondered, is there a trick to like flinging yourself around?
No, it's just like I said.
So, like, is there a way to do it that it actually looks like the ship is being hit? You have to learn to do it.
I think it's like Blue Mountain. I thought my boobs were trick boobs or something. No, they're not an act by themselves.
It feels really hokey.
Yes, and no. No, we did, yeah, because it's funny you should say that, because at first we thought, because obviously there's nothing, the set is just, you know, you're standing on solid ground, and the director says, now! And some of us would go that way, and some of us would go... So you have to all, without looking at each other, what are you going to do? You're going to go to the left? Okay, well,
And then they go camera right, camera left, which is opposite to us anyway, so we're like, what?
And then with one of us goes really over the top to one way, and the others just go, shudder. You look like an idiot. So
You do a combat roll back.
yeah, you've got to watch each other and try and figure out your rehearsals. Oh, right, okay, she's only going to move a little bit, so I better do that too, because otherwise it looks really idiotic. So it is very difficult, and there is basically it's watching what everyone else is doing.
I'm the other Chris.
Hello, the other Chris.
Chris is already, oh, don't mind this. I'm just overcompensating. No, after the show ended, did any pieces of the set just happen to go missing other than the trash can?
Rigel? No. No, not by us.
I saw this set from the first season. in a second-hand junk shop on Parramatta Road. Before it was...
What did you do that for?
No, we didn't. I did. We turned up in places we don't know. People did.
Is my head like
cupboard.
The only thing I ever took was underpants from... and they rang me up the next day and said, can you bring in the underpants?
Why? Did they need them for someone else?
Why did you take Ben's underwear?
That was my underwear.
I know, speaking of underwear, they actually, one of us, they shall remain unnamed, but A Convention was doing some auctions of various costumes. They auctioned my underwear. They auctioned Van's underwear. And
Cottontails.
And like they were holding it up, like, you can't auction that. That's terrible.
Do you want to know what came into my
Yes,
mind?
what?
Well, the fairy boots from John Quixote. Because I had to do a fire twirling and dress up as a fairy at a party, because I do parties on the side. And I was speaking to the costume girl, and she goes, well, why don't you wear your boots? And I said, are you sure? She goes, yeah, take them. And so then I said, oh, I'll bring them back. She goes, no, don't worry. We couldn't use them for anything else. And one pair of contact lenses. But that was the nurse made me do it. She was like, oh, didn't see that go missing. And Moya. No. Sweet little snurcher. No, and a panel of Moya. I've got a little panel of Moya because they were ripping it up and it was in the big trash loader and I was like, oh, take that. And I've got I've got some of the costumes, but I did legitimately buy them, unfortunately. Like the Nabari coat, I've got that, and I've also got the fluffy slippers that Ben's mum wore, Crichton's mum wore on Earth. The peach nightie, I've got that. And the last thing is the skin jacket. There's two skin jackets that the mad doctor wore, Barry-Otto wore in one of the things, and it's all made of skin, you know, when he comes in and he's kind of like this, and I went, that is super cool. You're weird.
Hi. My friends were kind enough to introduce us to Farscape just in the last year, and we've been watching it every weekend and just loving it. And I'm wondering if there's a gag reel that exists that we haven't seen. Because one of the things specifically that has come up as we've been watching, I just imagine people must have gone crazy with the Chiana and Dargo sex scenes. Were you able to get those scenes out without just losing it?
Modesty take.
There's many goof reels that
They
some are censored and some are not.
Remain secret.
One time there was this scene with Joffy in the chamber, and I'm sure some of you guys have heard this before, but when we were and she was doing all that and Rigel was looking through his little voyeuristic whatever, and I before the scene, I'm pretty chilled and open and stuff because I grew up on a farm and a bit of a hippie commune and whatever, and lived in between these two different places, and one of them was very, very relaxed. So I'm pretty, so they were painting me up and they brought in these two little things and I went, what is that? And they were like, these two little things, and they're like Band-Aids. And I said, what for? They went, your nipples. I'm not wearing those over my nipples. Like, they're going, yeah, you're going to have to because it's like a rule, equity rule, you can't go naked. So, like, they're not even, those little ones you put on corns and stuff. I'm like, it's just a little more stupid. So then they realised they still needed the cleavage of Chiana, and quite clearly I don't have it unless it's sprayed. That's what Dad said. He goes, how long do they spend? 3 hours on your tits and half an hour on your face? So anyway, they painted me all up and stuff, and then what they ended up doing was getting more like a bit of gaff tape and taping them together so there's a bit of bosom there, right? So anyway, so we're getting raunchy and la 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 la, and I anyway, and then I looked down at Johnny and he's got this bit of tape stuck to his hair. And nobody called cut. I think everyone was so embarrassed they're like, oh. Like a pink strip of nipple and a bit of chair. My bad. Do you feel it's such a glamorous job? I can't do it.
My name is Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Can I have a hug? Whoa.
David.